In recent years, many state-owned institutions across the country have expressed worry over the encroachment of their lands. In the northern region, particularly the regional capital, Tamale, litigation over state lands has ended up in court. The region's arm of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, which houses Radio Savannah, is one of such victims, with the Satiana of Gumbihini allocating portions of land belonging to the state broadcaster to private developers. Apart from the regional FM station, the land has some security installations which are being threatened by encroachers. Over the years, some traditional authorities have been engaged in the sale of portions of the land to private developers who have begun developing the areas. Following a suit filed by the corporation, the Tamale High Court has issued an injunction on the sale of land by Satiana of Gumbihini in Tamale, Nashiru Yusuf, who is at the center of the case. The lawyer for the corporation, Kwame Waja, has been speaking on the ruling.
For some time now, GBC's land has been under serious threat of encroachment, and thankfully the High Court in Tamale granted an order of injunction against Satiana, who operates under the Gumbihini scheme. What this implies is that nobody would have the authority, whoever he is, to tamper with GBC's land until the matter of ownership is determined. And when we're talking about ownership, it's not as though GBC is contesting this ownership with anybody. What it is that some people have, as it were, put themselves in the position to argue that this land was given to GBC or to government by the scheme. And so several years after, they have the right to come and encroach, rent them out, etc., etc. And so we filed for an application, and the court granted our application and stayed any activity or any set of individuals who would like to come and work. Now, let me take you back. You realize that some of the properties of GBC, as it were, are state property, especially the land in Tamale. And if you can see from the background, you see lots of masts sitting on it. Some of these masts houses national security equipment. And I can tell you that ECG is on top of this mast, National Security Service is on top of this mast, and some other relevant state institutions. So if we allow them to do what they want to do, i.e. come and encroach and then destroy the architecture of the place, then it's a whole matter of national security. It's just not about GBC land.
He further urged authorities to safeguard government's lands to prevent a complete takeover by private developers.
And this is a message that must go out to state institutions who are housing state institutions who have possession of state land, as in the case of GBC. They will have to just get up and ensure that these lands are not encroached upon recklessly. So we are thankful to the High Court, and as we go forward to determine the nature of the suit in terms of ownership, for now we know that nobody will be able to encroach on this land. And we're not stopping there. We're coming back again to ensure that everybody who is sitting on that land without the authorization of GBC, that person's property would be demolished.